All right, Tyrell, you promised me violence when we talked before the fight. You went out there, you put on a pretty violent performance. Were you happy with it?
Yes, sir. Very happy.
And how did it feel? Obviously, you guys had bad blood coming into the fight. There were some words exchanged. Did it feel extra good to go out there and get him out of there in one?
Oh, I mean, it feels good to get anybody out there done in one. I just think I was more motivated to get physical and violent with them just from the jaw jacking before the fight.
And we talked about how this is the first time that you went into a fight kind of not liking your opponent, where you had that. Was it tough to keep the emotions in check when you were out there? Did you find yourself getting a little too aggressive at all?
No, not at all. I mean, it's the fight game. You know, you can't let that stuff play into it. Once the door locked, you know you get to fight. So it didn't matter anymore. Once we got into the cage, none of that stuff mattered.
And upon the finish, when the referee stopped it, you guys kind of had another exchange of words. He popped up and you guys got pushed away from each other. What happened there? Can you just walk me through it from your perspective?
Well, when I first took him down, I said, "Talk to me now. You got something to say? Talk to me now." And he didn't say anything. I said, "Okay, let's finish the fight." And then I just let him know, like, you're not gonna just disrespect me for no reason because the fight ended in a no contest with a nut shot. Obviously, I wasn't trying to knee you in the nuts, and I said that, made that very clear after the fight. So for him to constantly message me when I wasn't responding, when I'm about to fight someone else, it's just immature, you know, very childish.
And after all that, are you glad you got this one back and proved, you were the better fighter tonight?
No, I mean, I had no aspiration to fight him. Only time I messaged him back to give him the opportunities because Matt Mitrione fell out with an injury. If Matt wouldn't have fell out, I would have never even considered Jack May again because he's no one. I mean, he's not in my way. As you can see, I'm number 8 on the ladder. What do I need to do fighting a guy who's not even on there?
And speaking of the rankings, this one obviously will push you up. What's in mind for you? Do you have any names that you really look forward to?
I want Valentin Moldavsky. I think that fight makes sense. I think if I get that opportunity, I'll definitely prove why I'm one of the best in the company.
Absolutely, and I co-sign on that one. Speak to me. When would you like to be back in here?
Whenever they want me. Next week, 2-3 weeks. I'm gonna stay in shape, stay training, so I'm ready to go.
Speaking of Matt Mitrione, you said you didn't really want to fight him. Now that fight's over, you said you guys are buddies. Does that still hold true? You don't really want to cross paths with Matt?
No, I mean, like I said, we're friends. I have no animosity towards him. I always wish him the best. So I never want to get in there and have to fight somebody that I'm friends with. But if we have to, it's just business, and we both understand that. So it's nothing personal between us.
Totally understood. And I thought that was a pretty flawless performance from my perspective. I mean, where does that rank in your career? Based off of the rest of your performances.
It was a ground finish. I like the finish either way, but I always like to knock people out. The fact that I still TKO'd him is pretty good, but I would have liked to knock him out.
Yeah, you promised me a violent performance, and I thought it was still pretty violent as well. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a couple more here. Chris?
Congrats on the fast win tonight. You were in down elbows for like a good 30 seconds. How surprised were you that the ref didn't stop it sooner?
Not too surprised. Most of the shots were getting blocked because he was just in a turtle position. He was in a turtle position, pretty blocking all of them. So I knew the ref was just pretty much looking for him to open up a little bit more for me to get cleaner shots. And as he started yelling, then I figured the ref would stop it sooner because that's a verbal submission, right? I think it is now.
Simon?
Hey Tyrell, Simon from behind the ground. I actually have 2 for you here. So at the end of the fight, I believe he was claiming that some of your strikes were to the back of his head. Did you catch that or not?
That guy wants a way out any way he can. First it was the nut shot, now it's the back of the head. I'm not paying that guy any attention. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about.
And my last one is, if Bellator didn't have the ranking systems that they just applied, would you still have made the same call you made in your post-fight interview?
Can you repeat that question?
My question was, if Bellator didn't have the ranking systems that they just applied to the promotion, would you still have made the same call that you made in the post-fight interview?
100%, yeah. I mean, either way, without the rankings or not, just from Moldavsky's performances, you can see that he's up there at the top. So I would have called him out regardless.
I'll take a couple more here. Donna?
Tyrell, at this point, you've said that this thing with Jack May is over. At this point, are you only looking up in the rankings? Are you only looking at guys above you? No longer these guys coming from outside promotions who really, when you look at the last 2 fights with Jack, it shouldn't be in there with you.
Exactly, yeah, he shouldn't even be in there with me. I think I blessed him. He should be thanking me for allowing him to even step in the cage with me and give him that little payday that he got. So I don't, now he's trying to claim that I punched him in the back of the head. This guy just doesn't make sense, but no, I only want to fight guys in front of me. Whatever gets me a step closer to the belt, that's what I want.
Thank you.
Last one here, Colin.
Tyrell, Conn's MMA World, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You made quick work of a short notice opponent, Jack May. How soon would you like to be back in?
As soon as possible. A month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So if somebody falls out, I'm definitely ready to step in, if it makes sense.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Tyrell. Congrats.
Thank you.